Yeah. How about spring?
It's going the other way.
I think it's the shoujo Japanese one. In spring, it's brilliant red. And you can see it has red twigs here. But notice how short the internodes are. Beautiful roots. Looks comfortable in a pot, but perhaps it needs transplanting. It's raising up too much, for my taste. But notice all the branches are kind of perfect. The height of the container, proportion of the container, height of the tree proportion to the container is pretty good. You see this pot? With a lotus and a fish? Fish are alive, or they were yesterday. They're still alive. They're hungry. Well, I think Toad's trying to get them. And this is just starting, finishing, and done. Really. I've never seen a container like that.
Are there fish in there?
Yes.
Are they still alive?
Yes.
We brought them yesterday.
Did you?
Yeah.
Is this from Shikoku?
Yeah.
That scroll, what? Who?
Koji.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Mr. Hiramatsu shaped the tree. Look at the lichen on the right-hand side. It's difficult to grow. You need very clean, clear air. No air pollution. Sometimes you glue it on the trunks. That's a collected tree, probably from Shikoku Island. Now, on the other side, I showed you a small Shishigashira maple. Nice trunk. Here's a big Shishigashira. Another word going tree. It's got a name to it too, which I don't know what it is. But the feature of this tree is a surface root region. Gives you a very stable feeling. It's not going to topple over. And you usually turn bright orange or yellow. And very often, you come to show on Friday or Saturday, and it's golden yellow. And Sunday, you take all the leaves off, so you get 2 seasons of enjoyment. Yeah.
Way off the back of the table.
Yeah.
From the front is good.
From the front, it's too close to the table. This and that tree you can plant. It's not even centered on the table.
本日2時30分より
But I'm not
盆
complaining.
栽解説ツアーを開催いたします。参加ご希望の方は入り口付近にお集まりください。
A rather unusual pot. An unusual tree. Another moon. And a monkey. You like the tree? It's what? If you look closely, you can see where the graft is. Here and there. It's a change of variety. Now this one isn't quite as bright green as the other ones. I don't know why. This one an award. Looks like it wouldn't fit in the car, so they broke it in half. The mass of the foliage, very similar to the container. That's an antique pot. We pay extra for the patina. My wife calls it dirt. Notice the waterfall stone. It's a very good stone because you can't see where it comes out of. Sometimes you have front and back, that's not good. Water only comes one side of the personal, round container, round table, and round geo. You can't say it's all he's got. I'm sure there's plenty. Most of the trunk is hollow in that tree. That pot's probably 400 years old from China. The Chinese are coming here to buy their own antiques. Take back to China. The scroll is nice. Now, last weekend we had a show in Oakland, California. And one of my friends had a pagoda like that. One of the bells was missing. And he got that pagoda from Mr. Kanto, Saburo Kanto. Since he's passed away, he didn't put it back on. This and scroll is rather different. Yeah, very colorful, not white. Beautiful. Formal scrolls have that long extension that comes out. But you notice at the base, there's a couple of threads this way. Up there. That's got a name too. It took me a long time to figure out what the name is. Okay, 5-needle pine, collected tree, probably from Shikoku Island. It's a well done tree. Notice the top isn't green. And this would be manipulated very much. Personally, the pot's a little bit too heavy for them. But you don't know what's in there. Maybe a big old root. Here's us. Black pine. Is it red? Red pine. Literati. Usually you put literati in small pots to emphasize the height. But this tree has tremendous spark. Look how short the needles are. There's space between the pads. The whole thing is nice. Rather different type of scroll. Okay. You see the man's signature? With the red stamp? That's the guy who made the painting. It's on the left, because the tree's on the right, so they go together. That's over here. Another red pine. The needles, you can get them short or long, anything you want, but they're very neat. Very neat. And the bark is typical of Japanese red pine. It's a fine container. I like the way they put the moss. And give it a suggestion, bigger surface roots. That's rather unusual, glazed. Either unglazed, or like this one. This is a holly, Japanese deciduous holly, also called winterberry. They naturally grow in a clump style as a shrub. What I like about this tree, and it got an award, is the fruit are evenly distributed all the way around the tree. I have seen fruit glued on where you need it, but I don't know about this tree. Here's a pyracantha, or firethorn. It's a broadleaf evergreen. In cold climates, it drops its leaves. It has white flowers in June. The container's nice. A little bit small for my taste. But notice a delicate container and a delicate table. This type of table with the spindles is often used for deciduous trees. How about the twist on this tree? No matter where you look, it's interesting. Good tree in a good pot. There's more geese. The pagoda is a bit strong for my taste. Here's a rock lantern. The artist carved the rock. Then he put wires on. And took cuttings of Canopy cypress. He planted it. Notice here again, the top isn't green. It's the dead white. The stone. And there's moss all the way up and down because the roots grow right straight down into the soil. Easier to maintain. This red pine is an important Japanese cultural masterpiece. See the label? There's about 800 of them now. Pay big money for them. You get a flag too sometimes. But the tree is nice. I like the way it overhangs the scroll. Kind of combines the two. If you saw some Chinese quince out there with twigs, look at the Chinese quince here. I'm going to show you one more, which is even better. What do you see first when you look at that?
A pot.
Size, color.
Shine.
Yeah. But if you notice the trunk, oh, the shine, artists use it like a wax, dulling wax. If you look carefully, it's got nice movement and taper. Branches are nicely distributed. Roots are good on this side too. Okay. This is a trident maple. It's all another important cultural masterpiece tree. It has a whole different feeling. There's a very thin one on the other side. When trident maple ages, the bark peels off. But notice each trunk is different height, different thickness, from large to thin. It was probably a group planting, and the roots just grew together. Oh, what the deers do. Do deer eat maple? Yeah. This is rather unusual. Big, heavy trunk tree on a large stone. And look at the mass of peat muck here to hold it together. And to give it more balance on the left, there's azaleas there. Those azaleas usually don't blossom. Sometimes they'll be usually rolled. On the right, it's kind of interfering with that long branch, is a chojibai quince. It kind of repeats the line of the main branch. But everybody has different tastes. Let's go around this way. There's what tree I want to show you. This type of juniper looks like a collected tree, but it isn't. We'll take a young juniper whip, coil it around something, let it grow, then kill half of it. Make it interesting. The tables are kind of neat. Look at the lights, they're all different. This maple won an award too. Do you see the space in between here? It's not solid. There's a visual space there. Snow on a red mountain. Here's a juniper. Notice how deep the pot is. It stabilizes the composition. It's a nice tree. Here's another trident. Quiet, but elegant. The proportion of the scroll and the tree, the two trees together with the chrysanthemum, are pretty good, I think. They're almost the same thickness, but still different. They're not in the same plane. The one on the right is further back. But here's a camellia. It's kind of a blue glazed or a gray glazed container. Interesting table. Why not? How about this one? One of my friends went looking for stones. He found a big piece of iron. He cleaned it all off. He's using that for a stand. There's even nails in it. Generally speaking, you have to indicate seasonality. You can do it 3 different ways. The tree, like that flower's in autumn. The scroll with the red leaf, or the accessory plant. So you got 3 chances to show seasonality. But the tree I really want to show you is one of my favorite trees. Look at the twigginess. And they're all curved with movements. It's got a nice taper. The container looks like. I think it's excellent. One of the best trees here, I think, in my opinion. What I don't like, what don't you like?
Excellent plant. It's too big.
Yeah, and there's 2 of them.
Oh,
Same size.
okay.
Yeah. It's a rather unusual table with the woodwork. Later, come back and take a look at this tree. Look at the bark. It's a Japanese red black pine, exposed rootstock. But it's got very old appearing bark. I don't know what the man is saying. Something profound. This is a beech. You don't see beech that small and that heavy with a good taper. So probably, I would think it was an air layer. You know what air layer is? That's a top off another tree. What's interesting, there's a juniper over there in a round pond. There's one leg in front. Traditionally, that's how you put one best foot forward. However, aesthetically, this is more stable. You see 2 legs. It anchors.
That's very unusual. That's great.
Takes a long time to build it. Fine twigs like this. It's important cultural masterpiece. I showed you the one on the other side of the tag. That comes with it. Oh, here it is here.
Yep.
Showing off. It's interesting. Trident maple is one of the best maples for rock plants, especially the dark one. The dark ones absorbs the heat. Whenever a trident maple hits something hard, it flattens. Many times the root of a rock, you don't see the rock anymore. Completely covered. Another black pine. See here again, he took the lichen, extending the roots visually. Very nice tree, well proportioned, nice surface roots and taper. The needles are all the same height or length, which is difficult to do because you got to pinch it differently. This is an award-winning shohin composition.
So those stones look rather small for the pots.
Well, when you do
Is that permitted?
a box stand,
Ah,
you can raise them or lower them. or use none or all of them. But notice here, 2 evergreens, 2 broadleaf evergreens, and 2 deciduous trees. Every pot is a different shape, a different color. That's Eleagnes, silverbeard. And I'm pretty sure that's gardenia. Yeah, gardenia. Look how the blue and the red berries contrast. There's one big suiban, about this big. Beautiful blue, matches the scroll. Nice. And see how small the berries are in that? The berries in the other one are much smaller. See, if you look, all the branches are coming out from one spot in the back. They'll grow wild, and the event is where you want them. See, your eye goes from here to here and it jumps. And usually, if you want to emphasize the dead wood, you put green foliage behind it so it stands out. Or sometimes it sticks out like antlers. But you can add those. Is this a juniper? I haven't seen too much bamboo. Usually it's used in the summer. The proportion of this 5-needle pine and the accessory rock are pretty nice. It's higher here, so the stone is going from right to left, while the tree is growing left to right, towards the center. I've been at shows in America, all over the world. You can't show a tree with wire on it. I guess they didn't read the book here in Japan. A lot of trees are wired just for the show, called show wire. I want to show you that one. Yeah, this is worth looking at. I think it's pretty good. I like the colors, the size, and notice that the stone, it's to the left more because of focal points. There's more space on the right than on the left. But I bet he had to hunt to get a scroll that color to go with this. Now, stands like that, many of them are just as intricately carved underneath. Look like roots. I don't know about this one. I wouldn't touch it. 2 rabbits. Is this year the rabbit, maybe?
Next year, yeah.
Next
I
year.
think
All right. Any questions? See, anything else you want to talk about? Okay. What?
On the prize winning Kokufu Tan.
Yeah.
Do they show over here?
Some are over there on the other side.
Oh,
Yeah. Usually there's from Kokufu 10 and Sakufu 10, the prize winning trees from the other big exhibition right here. But this year's a little bit different
oh.
because of the museum exhibit. The museum exhibit is a new garden Mr. Morimai's invented. And it's at Daitokuji Temple. Very high quality trees. Not many, but high quality and well displayed. Did you go there?
yeah.
Oh, so it's over there.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's worth it, I think.
Yeah.
You have to pay though.
Oh. Okay.
You don't go all the way around the world. Complain about $10. Autumn, the chrysanthemum stone.
The ivory.
Probably. Painted. perhaps a bit heavy and large in contrast to that. It's got very delicate legs, very delicate crossbar, and trees. The stone is delicate. Usually the Chinese carve that type of a dice to show it off. This is interesting. Looks like it went to a barber and got a buzz cut. Perfectly smooth. And here too. The same. So the owner or the exhibitor must like it like that. Which is fine. Which is fine. The top's a little bit too heavy. I like this is separated. But then it's pushy one. Okay, hope you enjoyed it.
Thank you very much.
We'll do this again tomorrow.
Yeah. Just one quick.
Yeah.
We were here, I think, 2019.
Okay.
There seems to be quite a change in style.
Yes.
Yeah.
Change in
Comment
style.
something?
Well, a lot of trees used to be wired for the shoots.
Yeah.
Now they're trying to get away from it. So the trees are more loose and natural.
Because there was a lot of what I